Hello and welcome back to Party of the Geeks. You join us again for another unboxing video of Star Wars Shatterpoint. Today we're doing Fistful of Credits with Cad Bane, one of my personal favourites. And this looks like a cool set because instead of having two guys and then like two guys that look the same, we've got all four different bases, even though the bounty hunters are basically the same, but they look completely different. So this is a bit different with the models again, so I like this. So let's get this open. And let's have a look at the, oh thank you very much Lee. There we go. Get the wrapping paper off. There we go. Still shiny though in the light, unfortunately. Let's have a look. Oh, in the box. Now we have the insert, and then we have, so we have our pamphlet here for finding instructions online, which is fine. We'll give that to Claire because she'll look at that. We have our cards, which we'll look at in a second. This bag doesn't want to open. For a Ziploc bag, that was really stiff. It's just got my gammy hand, that was what it was. There we go. It's got four models out on this one sprue. There we go. Cad Bane's famous hat. So this area is Cad Bane. This area is Aurora Singh. That coat must be Cad Bane's as well. Must be. That's this that guy's cool. So yeah, so the bounty hunters are there and there. Cool. Same four bases, small bases, no variation there, unfortunately. Let's have a look in here. So easy to open. We've got our Shatterpoint cards. Each of that, and then we have Cad Bane, as long as I get paid, and needs no introduction. We have Aurora Singh, and then we have Hunting Season, which is the two bounty hunters. There we go. And then we have all the other languages and all the unnecessary extra cards, which will be coming out in the future, because there's no need to put them in. We have, where is the, it's the back three. Yes, it's the front three of those and the back three of these, so there we go. So we have our bounty hunter card, with our dual faction, Republic and Empire, oh well, Republic and Rebel Alliance symbols there. Just not you've seen those two together yet. So we have our bounty hunters. And then we have our single faction Republic era, should we say. Aurora Singh. That's interesting. So the bounty hunters can be used in either era, whereas Cad Bane on Aurora Singh can just be used in the Republic era. By himself, Cad Bane, Notorious Hunter. Let's see what he's got. So I'll take on any job for the right price. Excellent. I really look forward to playing these guys. I also look forward to painting these guys. So, before we do any of that, let's stick it together. Send to colour. Okay, so these are the 8 parts that make up Cad Bane. They're all the A parts on the sprue. The first 2 bits are the body parts. We've got the back part of the coat on. That connects via this hole here. And there we go. There's a little corresponding peg in the back. So I'm going to stick that one together first. And once we've done that, we're going to stick on the arm. So we get this gun arm in place. So let me go ahead and do that and we'll come back. Okay. Next part is to do the other arm, which is mainly this elbow here. We're just going to, again, there's a little socket, a little peg. Only goes in one way, that'll fit under there. Once we've done that, we're going to stick on the head. And that way we are ready to put the hat and the arm on, because the last part of the hand's holding the hat. So put these two bits on next, then we'll be back. So we have our arm in place and we have our head in place. There's also a little hole in the back where the little breather goes into to keep the head into the right position. So next up, we're going to be adding on the hat. There's a little bubble on the head and a little corresponding shaped hole in the hat, so it shouldn't be too difficult to line up. We're going to put that on. Then we have the other gun in there. That attaches to the, if you see there's a little peg there. That attaches into the hole on his holster there. And then we have the other part of the coat, which also needs to go on. So that, if we have a look at how that attaches for a second, that goes into the other hole, I believe. It looks like it goes that way around, in the back there. So it goes around his leg, like that. So we have two holes very close to each other, one for the gun and one for this. So yeah, that's the order of putting them on, otherwise it'd be very difficult to put the gun in place. So let me go ahead and finish sticking Cad Bane together, put him on a base and come back. Okay, so there is Cad Bane. Looks pretty damn awesome to me. Next are our Sing. So again, two-part body assembly, much like many of the other Shatterpoint models. There is a little peg in there which attaches that together. So that's the first part. The second part is this long rifle that she's got. So there's a crease along her shoulder there. So you have to feed this through so that the rifle's on the back, but the straps on the front like that. So that goes on next. Doesn't need glue, it's just been held in place by that. So let me go ahead and glue those bits together. Okay, so there we go. So now that's dried, we're going to put a hair on. On top of her head, there is a tiny little notch which matches up with that side of the hair. So we're going to attach that onto there. And then it's just a simple case of putting on the legs and putting on the arms, which just go in the remaining sockets. Those are the legs. And they're all slightly different sizes, so it shouldn't be too difficult. If there are any issues, I'll let you know, but I shall stick her together and come back with her on a base. So, there's Aurora. She's a really cool model. The centre of balance is really off, so just be careful when you stick into the base that you don't just leave her because she'll fall off. It's because she's sort of like leaning backwards. There's a lot of motion in that model, I really do like it. Yeah. I wonder if we can get some like steam, like these are steam vents coming out, like she's just hiding, you know, coming out. I don't know, that's what I'm thinking. Cool. Right, next up is the devil guy. Who Claire's gonna, is it what's it called?
Deveronian.
Deveronian, that's it. Devil guy. So he's literally, legs go together. Body goes together, same way with the peg there. Those two pieces will attach to each other. he has this long coat which just goes onto the back, so once that's together it literally just sticks on. And then his head, which is there, and his arms. So he's pretty straightforward. I will just go ahead and stick him together. Unless there's any issues, I'll be back with the finished model. So the Deveronian guy, really cool. I really do like this model. I liked all these model stuff. I'm going to say it every time. I really like this model because I do. I think there's a lot of motion in there. It definitely says bounty hunter to me. Probably lunatic too. Really like it. I was just thinking about the other Deveronian that's in Mandalorian, whose name I've completely lost. I'm thinking they'd make a great crew for Shatterpoint, the heist crew from that episode. I'd love to see that. Sharpshooters and the Twi'lek, and then we've got Zero. Remember the robot's name? That's because Richard R. Wiley voiced him, so that's probably why I remembered him. But there we go. So yeah, like this model. So next we have, is it a Chidala or Chidada? It does say on the thing, one of those little bat type.
Chadra.
Chadra, that's it. And we have Todo 360, which is, well, a robot that looks like Todo 360. That is Cad Bane's assistant there. So he, with the tiniest arms imaginable in the universe, there's one of them. I'm not going to pick the other one up, but there it is. Absolutely titchy. So just be careful of that when you take it off the sprue. Actually, be careful of Aurora Singh's blasters as well, because one of them actually bent. And I only just realised it had bent after I was showing you. But yeah, one of the barrels is actually bent. It's that thin. It's thinner than a lightsaber from Shatterpoint. So just be careful with the blasters. So this guy, back to this, we have two very small arms, which are going to be a pain in the bottom, I imagine, to put together. We have his head there, and then we have the body piece here, and we have like a peg on the top there. So I'm assuming that will attach to the head. I'm assuming that's the way around. I will double check. Actually, that feels like that's going in better. So that'll go in there, and then we have his legs there, and a small attachment for those. So I can only imagine that's where that goes. So it's going to be at a weird angle. Yeah, that's the only angle that really makes sense. That's going to be like that. So that's how he goes together. I'll be doing that off camera because that's going to be a pain in the bottom. This one actually is a lot simpler because it's just basically body, two parts with a peg, like that. Then we have the legs actually attached to the pelvis already, one of them. That bit's going to go onto there. The other leg's going to attach onto the peg left there. And now just gets putting his arms on and sticking his head on. Again, I don't need to show you that. I will come back with two finished models, and there'll probably be a lot of swearing on this one, but we'll find out. Just want to stop it at this point to show you how Todo goes together. The body goes the other way from the way I thought it did, so it goes that way around. It's at a slight angle from the head, so he's sort of looking off. And then this bit is like the front, not the back, like I was. It was very confusing when I was looking at how it went together, so I had to re-evaluate by looking at the picture. But that is his body. That small, the camera's hardly focused on him. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and finish putting him together, put the arms on, and then we're back. Okay, here we are. Finished. A little bit fluffy on those little arms, but still seem to go on better than some others. The pegs are quite good for them. Just getting them in a good position. But there we go. And again, you might want to not stick both of these to the base and keep one of them separate to paint. Because they're so small and far from me, I've stuck them both to the base, and I'm just going to have to struggle to paint them instead. Otherwise, I'd lose one of them before I get a chance to paint them. But they're really cool. I really like them, to be fair. There's a lot of character in that. And that is the set done. 2 Bounty Hunters, 1 Aurora Sing, and 1 Cad Bane. Fistful of credits. What do you think, Claire?
They're nice models, actually. Very, very unique compared to what we've done already.
Yeah.
I like them. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish there was more sets with. I mean, unfortunately, we've done a lot of clones. I think that's a problem.
I
And a
think,
lot
yeah,
of droids.
I think we're pretty much cloned off, to be quite honest.
Because of that, there's a lot of like duplicate, like secondaries. Even the Mandalorians, you've got 2 Mandalorians.
Yeah.
I just like that, again, like I've probably said before, I like the fact that the Bountyhunters are different.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of character in there.
Definitely. Yeah.
The droids and clones are just as good as they are, just don't have.
No, I think we need to move away from that now and start having different sets with different models in that aren't the same, if you know what I mean.
I'm not sure what's the next set we're going to get. We've got We Are Brave, we've got Padamame's set for you, which was the set that came out with this. I don't know what's coming out next after that. I do know from the previews we're getting the Return of the Jedi ones with Luke Skywalker. I don't know when it's out though. I think it's coming out later than they planned. I think they all wanted them out this year. We get the Darth Vader one with the Stormtroopers.
Yeah, that Darth Vader looks awesome.
Everything I've just said doesn't apply to Stormtroopers. Sorry.
No, the Stormtroopers.
For the Empire. So there's the one with the Stormtroopers. There's
Leia and the
Leia and the Ewoks.
Ewoks. There's another set of Ewoks with,
there is,
C-3PO and R2-D2.
2D2. I think that one's got Wicket and Chief. No, which one?
No.
I don't know which one the Chief's in and which one.
There's one that's...
Is it Logray? Is he? I think he's in the one with R2D2 and C-3PO. And then there's a Han Solo, Chewbacca and Rebels set.
Yeah.
And then there's obviously we've got another set, a Mandalorian set.
Yeah.
We don't know when that's coming with Grogu and
Grogu.
IG-11.
Yeah. And Carl Grief.
Oh yeah,
Grief
the magistrate. Yeah.
Grief Karga.
Grief Karga. That's it.
Carl Grief.
Carl Grief.
Yeah, it's been renamed by me. I don't know.
It's not such a bad name, Carl Grief. That's all right.
I was nearly there. Come on, your mind wasn't with it.
Yeah, I'm fine with that personally. It's all right. The magistrate. Who's calling that?
High Magistrate.
High Magistrate.
Thank you.
With the longest coat you've ever seen. Just kept getting longer and longer, didn't it? Yeah.
A bit like Journey.
Yeah, maybe that's what he was on. But yeah, and obviously we've got the set with the baddie in.
The baddie?
Yeah. Moff Gideon.
The guy that we shall not name.
Moff Gideon, and he comes with a Death Trooper.
He does look awesome, I must admit.
2 Dark Troopers.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to those sets. But I would like to see the other man, that heist set would be great. Like, because we need someone to team up with these guys.
I've actually found out the names.
Oh, you found the name?
Yeah. So there was Van Malk, who was the head.
Wasn't he the guy that hired them?
Yeah, he hired them.
Yeah,
then there was the 2 Twi'leks, Cheyenne and Quinn.
I suppose we need her.
Yeah, Quinn was a brother, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Then there was Berg, which is the
Berg,
Devonian.
definitely Berg. That was
Clancy Jones.
Was it Clancy Brown?
Clancy Brown.
Yeah, Clancy Brown's a legend.
Yes.
Did the voice of Savage Opress.
He did, yeah. And he was in Ahsoka.
Yeah, he reprised his role from Rebels.
Yeah,
they did the voice of Rebels. He's a great actor, I love that.
He is actually, he's quite versatile.
Yeah, he is.
Because you just see him pop up in different things. And
I still remember
I know that guy.
He was the drill sergeant in Starship Troopers. And he was in Highlander, he was the Kurgan. In Highlander, he was the baddie.
Yes. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. And let's not forget the great Richard Adewale.
Yes.
A travelling man. Q90.
Q9. I just think they can't do it. But I think those 4. And it was, what was it?
Oh,
Mayfield.
Miggs Mayfield.
Miggs Mayfield. Yeah, Miggs Mayfield.
A.K.A. Bill Burr.
Yeah. So he could be the leader.
Yeah.
You'd have the Twi'lek or the Devonian as second. And then obviously Zero would be one of the spots. I think it would work.
Yeah, I think it'd be really good, that, actually.
I think that'd be pretty good. If they bring out Mandalorian, I think they should do that.
Yeah.
Because it'd be a good set to either have some more bounty hunters, have some more... I don't know, that's what I think, anyway.
That'd be really cool, actually. I hope they bring out the guy that... I can never remember his name, but he was in the second series, the sheriff guy. You know what I mean. Timothy Oliphant.
Oh, yeah, of course.
You know, man. Yeah, he had the Boba Fett's helmet and everything.
Yeah, he got shot in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Yeah, as well.
Yeah, I think...
The Cad Bane shoots.
Yeah.
I wonder what he could be in with.
I don't know, just random people from that town.
That could work, random people.
Well, there were, weren't there? Because he had a sheriff, a deputy with him who got shot right away, didn't he?
If we're doing that, we need to send people set.
Yeah.
We need a Create Dragon set. Just a Create Dragon.
Look out, world! Here comes Create Dragon.
Yeah, I still don't know how I feel about that, but it's fine. To me, a Create Dragon looks like it should announce the Old Republic, but that could be a massive mutated one. There might be different strands, so I'm gonna give them that. I enjoyed it anyway.
Do you know what?
I enjoyed the Jaws episode of Mandalorian.
I really think we should have Mon Mothma.
The Mon Mothma set.
Yeah, and then kind of like have one of the special abilities is I don't know what to do without asking my friends.
So Akbar's going to be there.
Yeah.
And General Nadine.
Yeah.
just a group of people
well, no,
don't
just those one people that's in Ahsoka because
the senators.
Yeah, the senators, because then that rule will be.
I thought you meant useful people like Akbar and General Nadine.
Seriously, Mon Mothma useful.
Oh,
what has she done throughout the entire film?
Yeah, you don't like her, do you?
Well, I don't like her. I like the actress. It's just, It's just the Senate.
The character seems a bit like
infuriating.
So see, that's why I say I kept saying this all along. Senates don't work.
Exactly.
Republics don't work.
Exactly.
For the Empire.
It is very much like, let me ask your friends before I give you an answer. And then, they've gone off and done their own thing. I'm going to stamp my little foot now and send off the fleet to stop them.
Yeah, for the Empire.
For the Empire.
Thrawn's coming back, that's what matters. Well, he'll be back by the time anybody watches this, probably. Right. Anyway, if you've watched to the end of this round, there we go. But in the next video, we're going to do the We Are Brave box set. For now, thank you for joining us. Thanks for watching. If you've watched this long, well done. But hopefully we'll see you again soon. Please like and subscribe. Smash that like button. Smash that subscribe button. Tell all your friends about us. That helps. Get as many views as we can.
Please don't inform the Senate, otherwise you'll never
Don't inform the Senate. Well, feel free to inform the Senate. Don't do jack. So, for the Empire. See you guys later.
Wizard!
Wizard.